On my mama, on my hood, I look fly. I look good.
What?
That's my swag.
Swag.
I put that on my mama, on my hood. I look fly. Yo, that's my shit.
Yo, welcome you guys back to, is this episode 22?
Yeah.
My favorite number, the Pretty Petty Podcast. I am Mercedes.
22. And I'm Mira.
And we got to talk about a lot of stuff today, but first, let's do a check-in. How are you doing, Mir? And don't say you're tired.
I wasn't gonna say that. I caught the wind of the joke a few weeks ago. I wasn't gonna say that because I'm kind of not. I'm okay. I'm ready to eat. I'm waiting on groceries. So yeah.
I'm not tired. I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm waiting on groceries. I'm finna cook like a motherfucker in about 2 hours. How you feeling?
I'm going to enjoy a lovely jar of soup.
Yo, that's the mood. You just remind me I gotta buy noodles.
It is not the mood. It is Texas in the summertime. It is 90 degrees outside.
Well, I mean, yeah, here in New York, it's anywhere from 75 to 85. It could be 90 a random day, but I still appreciate it.
I heard y'all humid as hell.
No. Yeah, I mean, it alternates back and forth. One day it is, one day it's not. One day it was like perfect weather. Like I stepped outside and I wasn't hot nor cold. And it was like 75 degrees. The wind wasn't really high. Perfect. It was perfect. And that shit lasted all of 10 minutes before it started to storm. Mm-hmm. I was upset.
Let me see. All right.
What we finna talk about?
I still want the BET Awards.
Oh shit! Let me tell you.
First of all, did you watch it live?
Yes, halfway. I had to go back and watch the first half because I wasn't going to. And something halfway, like my brain said, nah, I actually want to watch the shit this year. It looked interesting. It's a bunch of artists that I actually listened to performing today. Let me go see what's going on. So I actually got a cable subscription in the middle of it. Like I grabbed some cable. Yeah, I grabbed some cable and I went to watch it. And I was quickly reminded why I don't have cable. And this is not shade to anybody's performances. I actually liked all of the performances. It was more shade to like the sound people who muted over half of all Usher's Lifetime Achievement Award speech. And then I had to sit and go watch it online hours later. Yeah, that pissed me off. And I'm like, this right here, the censorship bullshit. This is why I stopped watching cable. This part why I don't fuck with cable.
So, okay, let's start with the performances.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have the performance list. I'm gonna be honest. I have not seen the full performances because I was watching House of the Dragon. And then I quickly canceled my trial before they charged me.
I'm screaming.
But according to my sources, okay, Glorilla, Ice Spice, Lotto. Lauryn Hill was there?
Lauryn Hill did a damn good performance. She performed at the very end. And I was sitting at the desk like, I want to hear Fuji La. And she performed that shit too. Wyclef came out. I said, oh, wow. Like, it was fire.
Okay, so I'm going to have to look that up because I did not see that. I saw everyone else with that.
Performed with her son and everything. Like, it was dope.
Megan Thee Stallion, Moody Long, Sexy Red, Shabuzi, Tanner Adele, Tyler, Victoria Monet, Will Smith, and YG Marley are the list of performers that I see. You saw all of them?
I watched everything.
Did the best job? Like, what was your highlights?
The best performance. I can't even pick one, right? So I loved, let me see. Tyler had a damn good performance. Chloe did really good because they did a tribute because Usher got the Lifetime Achievement Award. You know, his career spanned over 30 years. He's been getting all his flowers these past few years.
Yep.
It was like an all-female performance pretty much. It was thrown off a bit because there's a rumor that's saying that Normani was supposed to be a part of it and that she got replaced by Childish Gambino. I don't know how true that is, but he threw it off for me.
She got injured though.
Yeah, her leg got messed up dancing and practicing and stuff. Like, I feel bad for her. I hope she's okay. I feel really bad. Her album is really good. I've been listening to her album all week. Yeah. But Yeah, it threw me off with Childish Gambino, but other than that, I think it was dope. But what I didn't really like was just seeing the nasty ass commentary about the women and like, oh, it could have been and people were literally on social media like listing all the men that could have replaced them. And it's like, how many of these men can dance and sing though? That's
Who
the
were they
question.
saying?
Lucky Day and Luke James and like these men are damn good singers, but how many of them can sing and dance? And that's the thing that Usher has. You know what I'm saying? That the parallel is drawn between him and a lot of these newer female R&B acts. They sing and they dance. He sing, he dance. They sing, they dance. But a lot of these male artists ain't singing and dancing like that. And the
Oh.
few that I know that do are still not, I guess, quote unquote, there yet. So,
Or they're too big, like Chris Brown would have done that.
I have a couple of reasons why they didn't why I think they didn't think to include Chris Brown, but yeah, I'm not gonna get into that. Yeah, I'm not getting into that.
I feel like BT forgave Chris Brown years ago. I feel like
that's what I'm saying. It's some shit we probably just don't know. That's what I'm saying. I think it's a little bit below surface level.
I'm a Google.
I personally don't fuck with him, so I didn't care to see him anyway. I like the direction they went in with that. But highlights for me, Chloe, Tyla, Victoria Monet's solo performance, as well as Victoria Monet's performance with Tiana Taylor. That shit was dope.
That shit was fucking dope. How can anybody watch that performance and be like, oh, I'd rather see two dudes do it?
What? Yeah, no, that was good. That was you know so what I'm saying? Good. Megan came out. Glorilla did her thing. Glorilla, they always fun. You know what I'm saying? Fun to dance to. The performances were dope.
It's 95 degrees.
I ain't got no nigga, and no nigga ain't got me.
Did you see that clip of Rihanna?
These niggas love a freak. Like, don't get me started.
no, did you see the clip of Rihanna singing this?
He right here with me. Yeah. Hey, yo, Rocky's sick of her shit. Rocky was like, I'm too old for this shit.
I hope you don't fumble Rihanna, because fumbling Rihanna, you look what happened to Chris Brown. Speaking of,
my God. Damn.
Lotto, I was like, I like Lotto. I did not understand the song choice. Or the outfit choice.
Yeah, they were saying she should have performed Sunday service, and I agree. I didn't see that.
She looked gorgeous.
And she looked great, but
I love the way her edges are laid. I did not see Ice Spice.
So I don't know what it is about. I just wasn't really feeling her performance. Other the good thing I could say is that she, like I've been saying this for the past few episodes, she seems more comfortable on stage. Like she seems more comfortable with, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she sound better.
But I don't know. I don't like how they just kind of seem to lead with her body. Like the literal opening shot of her performance is her ass, and she's literally dancing around in underwear. And as somebody who's always about, like, you know, women empowerment, women should dress how they want to, I'm like, ain't
that shit? Because we're both feminists or womanists, whatever you prefer.
Yeah,
perfect. Me too. And I fully agree. Women, wear wherever the fuck you want, whenever the fuck you want, as long as you're comfortable. But sometimes I just be looking at somebody, I'm like, you really gotta wear that, sis? Like, come on. Like, I gotta catch myself sometimes judging what a woman wears sometimes.
I think for me, it was just because it looked like underwear. Like, cause I'm like, I mean, Megan be having her little outfits. Like, people be having their little outfits, but like they look like performance costumes. Yeah. Like, that's clearly for you to perform. What she had on just looked like panties.
Lotto's outfit gave clearance rack rainbow.
Damn.
Them little booty shorts. I was just like, y'all have all this money, bro. And the red carpet for BET was not no better.
I heard, I'm not gonna lie, when I first realized the BET Awards was on, and I, because all the red carpet looks started coming down, the timelines online, and I was like, yo, what's going on? But I think off the top of my head, the looks that I really liked. I
almost died. Somebody had look at...
Was Carisha, what's up?
So I was looking at the comments for some of the pre-show arrival outfits.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about Ice Spice's dress. Ice Spice is wearing a dress that has never seen a tailor. I don't even know how to describe it.
Oh, no.
It looks, and I'm not trying to hate because she's a beautiful girl. And she's got way more money than me. But the outfit looks like it's for somebody 3 sizes bigger than her. It does not look good. And somebody commented that it was giving Flavor of Love reunion or elimination night. And I was like,
Yeah,
yeah, that ain't right.
I think that's a good because I feel like that orange joint she had on was giving prom dress.
Yeah, it was not good.
I think it's the fabric that threw me off.
It's very cheap looking.
It's the fabric, but
Chloe and Halle look great.
they look good. They usually always look good. Like they be looking, I don't know. I was looking at a lot of them the dresses. I didn't really care for what she had on.
I can't stand Sexy Red no more, like at all.
I don't know. I have a nuanced thing with her because like I still dance to her shit, but I don't fuck with some of the shit that she do, and I hate discussions around her because it gets very like anti-black and weird real fast. And like because people say that, the respectable blacks are like, oh, acting like a fucking hood booger is and calling it out as acting anti-black, and it's like
that. I'm talking about her comments about
talking about that's what I'm talking about. Like I don't fuck with that, right? There's some things about her personally as a person and the shit that she do and say that I don't fuck with. But like when people talk about that, they're not talking about that. They're talking about, oh, she's a hood rat and look at this. And, this is how we act in front of white people. This is why white people act like this. And it's like, that's not it. You know what I'm saying? That's the anti-black shit. That's the weird shit. But there's so many reasons to dislike her. And like her, that's
there are
not
a lot.
There's a reason to dislike.
I have a new reason. I don't understand why rappers, and I understand this might be a rap thing and I'm not your target demo, but I don't like the fact that she brought, this looks like 7 stacks of money and just throwing it out on the carpet.
That's rapper shit.
I don't get it. That's money you could have donated. Like
that's rapper shit.
Who else performed that we should talk about? Shabuzi. I saw his performance and
his was dope, and he pulled out Jaquan because his song is like pretty much a country reimagining of Tipsy. So he pulled out the everybody in the club get tipsy. Because I'm watching it and then I just heard the beat change. I said, oh, he pulled out Jaquan? He pulled out Jaquan. That was nice.
And they had a lot of props and a lot of people on that stage. Like some money went into that performance. And so that's the only reason I can think of why he would be on the main stage and Tanner Adele would have had that little pre-show.
She had the pre-show Nissan. I'm proud of her and I'm happy for her. Yeah. But I would have preferred for her to be on the main stage. And don't get me started on the bullshit they did to Doechii. Did you see the bullshit they did to Doechii?
No, what happened?
So Doechii just dropped a song, I think on Friday, in a video, and it was sponsored by Sprite, if I'm not mistaken. And really dope song. It's a beautiful song. She sounds great. She looks great. It's good. They had her do it looked like an in-studio performance of it. She wasn't on the BET stage. It looked like she was recording from someplace else. She performed maybe a fraction of the song, and then it hit us with you want to see the rest of the performance? Here's the QR code. Go to. I said, what the fuck is this?
Ooh, that's a sabotage.
That's a sabotage. Why would you all do that? Who thought of that? Like, whose idea was that? Like, if she couldn't come, then she couldn't come. Let her perform from someplace else if y'all gonna do that. But to lock her performance behind a QR code, you dead ass?
Was it the BET Awards or the BET Hip Hop Awards that had the ciphers every year?
I think that's the Hip Hop Awards.
Okay. Will Smith and Kirk Franklin.
That was cool. It blindsided me a bit. Will Smith performing at the BET Awards is not something I saw on my 2024 bingo card. I was like, and it was crazy because I was thinking he was gonna perform some old shit. So I'm getting ready to get jiggy with it and shit. Welcome to Miami. I'm about to get shit. I was ready to body roll. I said, whatever is he gonna pull from? And then he's rapping. I'm like, I don't recognize this. Did he just release this?
Look, they need to have a Will Smith, LL Cool J.
Yo, LL Cool J was there too.
They need to have some 90s rappers at some award show, some type of way. Essence Fest. I don't give a fuck. I would pay to see that shit.
He said, I will pop out for that. Yeah. Yo, that just reminded me, I don't know, this is random, but they was talking about a while back, they was talking about Summer Jam. And I guess Method Man and Redman performed and they wasn't getting the same love as like, say, like a Sexy Red or like a lot of the newer, younger acts. But
I saw that.
Yeah, they didn't do the best job of like, I guess, targeting the demographics of the artists and matching them to the people. So a lot of like the people who frequented not Def Jam, Summer Jam, it's like young folks, and young folks don't know, but they're like, well, when we was growing up, we knew about acts that were, but like the world is changing, things is changing, and they got to do better with like connecting the acts to their respective audiences and demos. Well, yeah, it was just interesting. People was mad, huh?
Whenever I see like Generation Z not showing hype for people that I grew up with and love, like this is not someone who is included in the group of people who I grew up with and love. But when Eminem came out with that song a couple of weeks ago and everybody was like appalled and like, oh my God, such violence in the song. I'm like, y'all don't know who Eminem is and was? Y'all really? It makes me feel so old that y'all don't know this.
I ain't gonna lie. He had like one or two songs that I liked growing up, and then I got older and I went back and listened to his lyrics, and I'm gonna say this. Anybody that is a Eminem fan, you concern me, because there's no way somebody could listen to them lyrics and think that shit is okay. Like that nigga is nuttier than squirrel shit. I don't get it.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, this ain't nothing. Y'all young. Y'all don't know the real Eminem. And I'm like, that shit. No, they just realized that shit is not okay. The shit he's saying is not okay. He's nuttier than squirrel shit. Like, he's not okay.
And I get that it's like just lyrics and imagination, but for me, music is meant to either help me get hyped up or make me chill out and relax. Like there's no in between. So I can't imagine listening to like Kim, for instance, and listening to this man fantasize about killing the mother of his child,
like, and
want to work out or twerk. I can't imagine.
That's why I say anybody that could listen to that or listen to some of his or just be like a fan, like a genuine, like you concern me. Because what are you listening to? Are you okay? Like you gotta put the hand over your hand. Let's talk. What's going on at home?
I don't like violence in movies, to be honest. So I definitely don't like it in music. Okay, let's talk about the winners then of the BET Awards. So Tyler won the first award of the night. She won Best International Act. Where is she from? Is she from the Caribbean?
No, she's South African. I think she's from Johannesburg.
Okay. She won that. Usher won, like you were saying earlier, the Lifetime Achievement Award.
And he won R&B, Best Male R&B Artist. I think he won 2 awards.
Yeah, Best R&B Pop Artist.
Yeah.
SZA, who wasn't there, she won Best Female R&B Pop Artist.
Yeah, she was in the UK.
Do we still need awards divided by gender?
In an ideal world, no. But I feel like if they brought it together, people would be mad as hell because there would probably just be men probably getting all the shit. And yeah, I don't even want to begin to think what that would be like.
I just don't understand why some categories are divided by, like, why don't they have Best Female Album of the Year then? I don't know. Just something to think about.
Something to think about.
Let's see. We talked about SZA. Killer Mike won Album of the Year for Michael.
We was confused about that shit, but
okay.
Don't say you gonna say who's Killer Mike? Not you Googling him? Are you over there Googling him?
I was about to till you shame me. Who the fuck is Killer Mike?
He's a rapper. He's a Southern rapper. I think he's from Atlanta. Damn.
I don't listen to male rap.
I mean, I don't either, but like, Look Back at Me was my shit when I was younger. That's the only reason why, honestly, the only reason why I know him is Trina. Look Back at Me.
Look Back at Me.
Look back at, no, that was Trina and Killer Mike. Yeah, Look Back at, that's the only reason why I know him.
Monet won, Victoria Monet won BET Her Award and Video of the Year for On My Mama. Ain't that so amazing how she went from being denied being able to perform at the BET Awards to winning, the BET Awards, the MTV Awards.
Yeah.
And then winning Album of the Year and performing. And in my opinion, having one of the best performances of the, I mean, Tayana, when she straddled
that camera flip, boy. That camera flip was lethal.
And I just know straight men, were just living for that. And I was just like, if only they knew that both of these women have actively pursued vagina to be in their mouths. Like, this ain't
I
the male gaze. Both of
not this
them get
ain't for
down with
play play.
Kehlani.
She said this ain't for play play.
I would still pay cash money to see a recording of Victoria Monet and Kehlani together. I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
Oh, speaking of which, did you see Kehlani was overseas somewhere in the UK and she was on stage with that boy that made that song about her, that Kehlani song. I like the way your body is. That song? You ain't never heard Kehlani? That song?
I don't think so. I gotta when is it? When did it come out?
Maybe a month and a half ago. Maybe 2 months ago. I don't know.
I don't listen to a lot
It's
of
the
her music.
only song I've been
got one
listening
song
to.
that I'm in love with.
Okay.
Everything. It's so beautiful to me. Like that shit could bring me to tears.
Well, this boy made a song about her, and so she got on, and everybody's been singing it on TikTok, and so she got on stage with him and twerked on him while he was singing the song about her body and how much he wants to be with her. And it was just a cute little moment. But then she had to go on on TikTok, and I reposted it. She basically got in front of the camera. And she's like, I don't know why y'all thought I was about to twerk on that little boy. I was not twerking on him. I am very gay. I came out as lesbian 4 years ago. Y'all bringing up my ex who I dated when I was 19 or whatever. Ooh. Ain't changing nothing. Yeah, and I didn't realize that Kehlani had came out as lesbian 4 years ago. I just thought she came out as someone who is into women. I didn't know she came out as a lesbian, so good for her.
Yeah, I saw somebody tweet about that, and she actively responded to it like, oh my, it was kind of like oh God, like we've been through this already. I was like, oh, she's sick of these niggas.
Yes. And someone had commented saying, this guy had commented on her video saying, so you're saying I don't have a chance? And you know what she responded with? Not one.
Oh no, she has another song that I love. She did a song with Lil Sims years ago called Table. I love that fucking song, and I'm mad it's not on streaming services. Huh?
She makes good music.
It was good. I was like, wait, why is this not on Spotify? So if by chance you hear this, please put that shit on Spotify. Thanks.
I did see her do an interview with someone, and she was talking about what you were talking about last week in terms of, because we were talking about how Kehlani is the only celebrity I can think of in Black culture who has been actively, in the music world, I should say, has been actively talking about Israel and Palestine, and how you were talking about how like people are scared to do that because of opportunities going away. And she was open about it in the interview. She was talking about like, for her album release, she was supposed to have magazine covers. She was supposed to have all this promo, and all of it got canceled when she started speaking out.
Wow. Yeah. You really, when you open your mouth, you really find out who is in whose pockets.
And then to see her talk about openly about being lesbian, and how she went on to say like how she makes music for women and gays. That's all the people that she makes music for. She's like, when I perform, I'm performing for the women. And I was like, Kehlani, I mean, you had my respect before, but the fact that you were able to stand 10 toes down and be authentically who you are, regardless of the repercussions of what's going to happen to your pocketbook, that integrity, sexy. Let me see. Regina King, she won Best Actress.
She's a damn good actress.
She's funny and she's serious. She can do both. I love her and Regina Hall.
I finally watched The Harder They Fall. I'm so late. That shit came out 3 years ago. I finally watched it a few months ago. I loved it. They all did their thing, but she was doing.
I'm so mad there won't be a sequel.
Damn thing. Yeah, I got problems with that. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of Black works that need sequels that may never get them, and I have problems with that.
Should we go ahead and talk about Jonathan Majors real quick, and we'll go back to BET?
Oh Lord!
So Jonathan Majors. Again, I'm harsher on him just because he disappointed. I so rarely give men in the public eye like the benefit of the doubt, you know, because when he first popped on the scene, I was like, oh, this man in interviews, like he talked like he got common sense.
Yeah, I liked him. He seemed like a good actor. Yeah. He seemed like a dope dude. Yeah.
And then when everything happened and he shook my faith in my ability to discern good people from bad people, and so I'm still mad about it. So I'm talking about this from a place of anger. This nigga, who just 6 months ago was convicted of domestic assault and harassment, convicted, not just charged, convicted this past weekend on Friday night. He was awarded the Perseverance Award by the critically acclaimed Hollywood Unlocked in Beverly Hills on Friday night. And Megan Good was there with him on his arm. I since saw an interview of them together. Or no, he was when he was accepting his award speech and crying and looking into her eyes as she stared on from the audience. He's like, I love you so much. I couldn't have done this without you. You're my rock, or like, you're my twin flame. And she's in the audience looking at him with tears in her eyes. And the comments did not disappoint. Every comment I saw was from people talking about this is his best performance ever. Because it was getting fake. I don't think for a second. I think if he could, he would break up with her today. I don't think he's into her like that. I think this is just a way to
his redemption arc,
to crawl back from the depths. So he's starting with the Black people, because Black people are notoriously more forgiving when Black men hit women. And then eventually he's hoping to crawl back, I guess, into white Hollywood.
Damn.
Because 6 months ago, Jonathan Majors would not have been caught dead at a Hollywood Unlocked award ceremony. Are you fucking kidding me? Hollywood Unlocked is below the Shade Room, and that's low.
Damn.
Am I lying?
I mean,
how you go from Oscar stage to Hollywood Unlocked?
I guess, I mean, I don't really care for the dude that run it, but a lot of pretty big people were there, and a lot of pretty big people fuck with him. So clearly they see something I don't. I've seen Cardi. It's a couple people that's cool with that dude. Isn't Rihanna friends with him? Like, it's a couple people that's friends with that guy. So
I mean, like at the party, Rihanna was there?
Oh, I don't think she was there. I'm pretty sure Cardi was, though.
I could see Cardi going. I feel like Cardi started with reality TV. That fits.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
What else? We talked about Megan. Summer Walker was there, I guess, as well.
So she performed her song that she had with I think it was a song she had with Usher. But there was a lot of conversation about how they did that. And I was like, a good thing, a cool idea they could have did was maybe have them like transition into like, maybe she starts off with the song that samples his, because she has a song that samples his song, right? And then transition, and then have somebody transition into the song that she's sampling. Like there's ways that they could have did that a little bit better, but she be doing her thing too. So,
well, all in all, I'm glad the BET Awards went off without a hitch. I did not see it, the whole thing live, so I don't know how many times BET muted the sound for no reason, or how many times
really. Spice got to hit the "think you the shit, bitch. You not even the fart." Grah. I was like, wait, it is okay on TV?
I just don't understand. Okay, anyway,
what happened?
Something I did want to say is Taraji was the host, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love me some Taraji. And something I do want to say that I think is cool as fuck is the fact that at some point during the night, she made a point to mention Project 2025.
Mm-hmm.
And because she mentioned that, Google was not even able to pull statistics on how much the search for Project 2025 went up after Taraji mentioned it. So a whole gag of people are learning about Project 2025 that did not know about it beforehand.
That's good.
Exactly. And the fact that I know BET is probably going to play this award show over and over and over again for the next 2 weeks, more and more people are going to read about it. So I mean, I think she could have made a major difference in how people are going to be voting come November.
I agree.
So I really wanted to make sure I gave her flowers. Taraji P. Henson, not only do you make really good hair care and you're an amazing actress and so beautiful and talented, and I'm sure you're a wonderful mother as well, but now you are educating people and using your platform in a good way.
Good.
And so many celebrities could learn from you. So shouts out to you. All right. What should we talk about next? Should we talk about the debate? God damn.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even get to see it. I saw some stuff, and that's where the black, it's a beautiful thing that we can make jokes about trauma and, certain things, but like, this is not cool. What the fuck is a black job? What is a black job, bro? And everybody's making jokes, but like, this is how these people see us. And then when it got more in depth in the conversation, people was like, oh, lower minimum wage jobs. So this is how they see us. Like, it just sounded really divisive. Like they're trying to push minority groups against each other like they always try to. But sorry, what happened? Because they pissed me off.
Oh, I really ain't got much to say. I did not watch it. I actually went to go see that was Thursday night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's when I had access to a car. So I went to go to the movies. I went to go see Quiet Place with Lupita. And actually, I would give it like a B. It was good. I don't think it was as good as the first two Quiet Place movies, but I thought it was good. It was not scary at all. If you're someone who does not like scary movies, it was not scary. It was like a thriller, I would say. But I would recommend it just for the simple fact that I fuck with Lupita the long way. But
I want to see that. I saw the trailer. It looked good.
It was good. I saw it in 4D too.
Damn, you and all this 4D shit. I gotta find me a.
I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it, especially when there's like a scene where like I don't know what they are, aliens or whatever. When they pop up, it's like,
oh no,
it was cool. It was cool. But the debate happened on Thursday night between former President Cheeto Puff and current I almost said a word that probably would get me canceled. And current President Biden, yeah. I saw a few clips though, against my will. Specifically the one where they're arguing about golf and Biden's talking about how he got his handicap down to 6. And then Trump laughing at him, and Trump saying something about how he's seen Biden stroke and how he's not worried about it, and challenging them to a golf. And I'm just like, I'm
telling you, them niggas is friends. Listen, my theory is that they friends. These people be closer and chummier than you think. Yeah.
I think Obama truly hates Trump. Now that's someone who I truly believe hates Trump, but I think Biden and him are two sides of the same coin.
Yeah. Same.
The only difference is I don't believe Biden wants me in a cage, but I wouldn't put nothing past no white man. But for the first time in my life, especially after seeing some of these clips, I cannot believe I'm about to say this because I had a whole relationship end because of voting, but I cannot see myself voting for Biden. I cannot see myself doing that.
Where's the other option?
I just want to.
What happened to the other party option? There's usually a third party option here, you know. But people always say that's not smart because the people who vote for the third party, you're taking away votes from the Democratic side, and that's how the Republicans end up taking it. But
I'm normally one of those people who thinks that way, and it's just like I cannot believe I'm in this position that they really cannot. Biden is so fucking old. I cannot imagine him making it through another 4 years as president.
You know, somebody said something that really stuck to me and it really fucked with me bad, where they was just like, the generation who is probably the last generation to be able to retire, they just fucking won't. Like, they won't get out the way. They won't retire. And they're the last generation that's going to be able to retire comfortably. But they won't get the fuck out of the way. And this is why things are going to shit, because they refuse to let go. And this is across government, media, journalism, hip hop. Like, it's just so many different like facets of entertainment in the world we live in that touches on. Like, they just don't want to let go and like let younger people come in and do something different.
Meanwhile, Gen Z and millennials, we ready to fucking retire now.
Honestly. Throw me on a ranch.
Have you ever actually done that? Have you ever logged into the Social Security website to see how much you have?
No.
I don't recommend it.
Once I heard that, I was like, oh, I'm gonna cry when I do go look.
And they have two separate amounts. It's like, if you retire at 67, you'll get this amount, which is horrible. And they're like, but if you wait till 70, you'll get this amount, and it's still horrible.
Is it bad? I don't want to work till I'm 70, bro. I want to work till I'm like 50. I don't want to work.
How old Biden is? He should have been retired.
I'm pretty sure Joe Biden is like
71 years old.
Let me check.
He's like 71, 72.
I feel like Joe Biden is in his 80s.
And I feel like Trump is like, what, 67, 66, something like that.
Joe Biden is, let me see.
They
age. Not
definitely.
age, the first thing that comes up. He's 81. I knew it. He's in his 80s. Yeah, he's in his 80s.
I don't understand how anyone could have watched that debate and came out wanting either side to be president. Like, you had to have ingested lead paint as a child.
Damn.
Like, one is a hateful, racist, duplicitous, unintelligent, egocentric psychopath. And the other one is geriatric, useless,
Damn.
ineffective figurehead for anybody who isn't overtly racist. That's the only thing that Biden isn't, is overtly racist.
I'm still mad at the "you ain't black if you don't vote for me" shit. How did he get away with that?
I will say the only good thing to come out of it has been the memes.
Oh my God, the black jobs.
If I see one more Hispanic person making a TikTok video,
What they did? Wait,
I saw one of this Mexican man in line at Subway, and the camera pointed to him, and he's looking off screen. He's got like a mischievous, scheming look. And then it flashes to a black girl making Subway sandwiches, and he's like, "Little does she know I came here to steal her black job." And I'm just like,
oh shit.
I've been seeing those over and over again. I saw one of a black girl in bed with her boyfriend laying on top of her, and she's filming herself, and she's like, "Little does he know I'm with him to steal his like job or whatever." Or, I can't go to sleep because he'll steal my black job or something like that.
Oh my God.
I'm like, I'm glad we're laughing at this, but as long as we're knowledgeable in the fact of how fucked up this is, and then making a joke, it's not funny off top at all.
Yeah.
I guess Americans have a decision to make. Has there ever been two worse choices in the history of an election? Not since I've been born.
I don't even want to say worse. For me personally, I think this is the first time that a lot of us realize this. I don't think this is the first time that we've encountered this lesser of two evils dynamic. I think this is the first time that people are collectively aware of it.
Yeah.
As I don't know, like how I feel now. I feel like previous presidents are in that same vein. But this is the first time we've I don't want to say we've because I can't speak for everybody, but this is the first time a lot of people have become aware of this and really like, it's kind of like, what's the point? A lot of people are starting to feel like, what's the point? Whereas people were hopeful and they didn't feel like that. But now we're watching society regress in front of our very eyes. And a lot of people are kind of just really sitting back and thinking like, what is the point? Right. So, yeah, it sucks to think about.
If that man somehow gets to be president again, if I stay in this country, I have to move out the South.
Yeah.
I can't. Speaking of the South, you want to talk about Louisiana?
What happened with Louisiana?
The commandments, wasn't that?
No, so
or Oklahoma.
Oklahoma orders schools to teach the Bible in every classroom as of June 27th. Oklahoma's Department of Education ordered every teacher in the state to have a Bible in their classroom and to teach from it. In an announcement on Thursday that challenges the U.S. Supreme Court rulings that have found state sponsorship of religion to be unconstitutional. Oof. And
it was Louisiana that was like, we have to have the
Ten Commandments. Yes. Right. It says Ryan Walters, Oklahoma's superintendent of public instruction, announced the order with immediate effect at Thursday's Department of Education board meeting, in which he said special attention will be afforded to the 10 Commandments.
There is something
regression.
I mean, the fact that we're not allowed to quote say gay in the classroom.
What?
Don't say gay. That whole situation.
Is that a Southern thing?
That's Florida. Don't say gay.
Oh, wow.
Also, the fact that Black history, or even just really American history involving Black people, has been
because that's American
taken out.
Yeah,
that's been canceled. But now we are forcing children to have to learn from the Bible, which, I mean, of all the things to learn, the Bible. I mean, how many? I was watching a video the other day of T.I. of all people, and I was agreeing with him. I'm like, oh shit, it must be getting hot if I'm agreeing with T.I. on something. But he was talking about how he don't trust the Bible, because the Bible has changed so many times and has been rewritten, revised, right? To he was actually complaining about the fact, or somebody was complaining about the fact that the word "they" is in newer editions of the Bible instead of he or she.
That's something to this just feels very nitty.
And I'm like, it probably was they in the beginning, and they changed the Bible to be all he. Because I remember when I grew up, the Bible was all he.
Everything was he. Yeah.
And I guess at some point it changed from he to he or she, and now it's going back to they because it should be they. Like the fuck. I mean,
because
but as someone who is flirting with casual atheism at this point in my life, I'm not a fan of this at all. It's just another way to indoctrinate kids. I used to always hate having to go to school and read the Pledge of Allegiance. And when I got older and I realized that other states didn't make their kids say a Pledge of Allegiance to their state every morning like Texas does.
Oh, to the state specifically?
To the state. It was, I pledge allegiance to Texas. Wait, hold on.
Oh, in Brooklyn, we would do I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
We did that one. And then we had one specifically for Texas as well.
We used to sing the Black National Anthem in the morning.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Black National Anthem. Oh, no, we used to sing that in elementary school.
I didn't find out that existed until I graduated from college.
Oh, wow. We used to sing Lift Every Voice and Sing almost I think every day with the Pledge Allegiance, all of that in the morning, first thing before we started class. That's why when I see all this commentary about people not knowing about, they was like, what the fuck is the Black National Anthem? And I'm like, yo, people really don't know the Black National Anthem.
Yeah. It's I honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. Every day.
They look like they butchered the one from the United States and just made it about Texas.
Yeah. Pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, which it stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. They just took it and put it. Oh, wow.
But here's the thing. I don't understand why politicians are forcing, other than the fact that it's used to control people, of course. But it's like, y'all don't be following nothing in the fucking Bible anyway. Y'all do not be
biggest heathens.
The most corrupt people of all time. And if memory serves, the Bible hated tax collectors. Like that was one of the biggest sins you could be.
Damn. They ain't read that part though. But
so in between, I guess, them quoting Leviticus against gay people and eating fried fish that they're not supposed to, and wearing clothing of mixed fabrics, which is also against what you're supposed to do in the Bible.
They choose what rules they want to follow from the good word. They pick and choose from the scriptures.
I'm glad I don't have no kids that have to deal with this.
Damn, I wanted munchkins. I don't think I could raise them with all of this bullshit going on. I couldn't. I can't do it. What?
Well, no, I was gonna say like that. What you're saying, it's not that I don't want to be a mother and that I don't have a nurturing spirit in me. It's because it seems incredibly short-sighted and selfish to bring a kid into this country right now. To me, for me, it's too expensive. They got all these crazy laws that are popping up, and it's going to be more. It's going to be more again. Look at Project 2025. Violence is ridiculous, and don't have a little girl. Actually, you know what? I had to unfollow a streamer. Was it yesterday, the day before yesterday? Because he was making jokes about that whole Dr. Disrespect situation.
Oh no.
Yeah, he was making jokes, and I was like so disappointed. And then another male streamer who I've actively fucked with was someone that came in his chat and said some really transphobic shit, and he didn't even delete the comment or like ban the dude. And I'm like, I gotta unfollow you too. Every single time I try to give a dude a benefit of the doubt.
Let me tell you something. For me, it wasn't until I joined the content creator space, or more so the streaming space, because I feel like, because I started off as a YouTuber originally, right? And I feel like on YouTube, everybody's kind of like in their bubbles, in their hidey holes. They create their content. And unless somebody falls on scandal, you really don't know what's going on with other people unless you come out of your way to get to know these people. But because of the way Twitch is set up in the streamer environment, you see more about like people's morals, their ethics, their beliefs, what they stand on, what they allow, their boundaries, what they don't. And it wasn't until I did the crossover from being a YouTuber to a streamer that I really got to see what people will allow for not even a $5 sub, because most of these people get 50-50 for $2.50 for $2.50. What a lot of people will allow people to say and do, and how people will allow others to treat them for $2.50.
This wasn't even a sub.
That's the worst part.
Exactly.
They probably, but it still probably was in the vein of like, maybe they will sub. So I'm not gonna, they don't be wanting to ruffle. No, that if that shit weird, sometimes, and that's one thing, I've had to learn things are, transphobic. I've had to learn things are homophobic. Maybe I don't know it, but somebody that's like, no, this is transphobic. This is okay. Noted. Then that shit can go. You can't talk like that. You can't say, and you educate yourself, and it's like, okay, yeah, that's not gonna fly here. How hard is that to do?
Yeah.
People want that 250. They don't care about that shit.
I did want to ask you about something since we talking about kids. There was something that popped off on TikTok earlier this week.
What's up?
Did you hear about, okay, so this girl went viral because she made a video about not, when you bring your kids to the park, to not allow your kids to bring toys to the park unless your kids are prepared to share those toys with the other kids on the playground. And in the video, the creator, what's her name? Kia Bella. Anyway, she goes on to say basically how she brought her kid to the park and the other kids wouldn't share their toys with her kid at the park.
Mm-hmm.
And she was saying how the park is a communal space and there's, things happening, and how like if you bring your kid with toys that they should be obligated to share. What do you think about that?
I think that, okay, that's a hard one, because I want to teach my baby to not be selfish, and I would want to, my child to know to like, don't be selfish, know when to share, but also respect your own boundaries. Don't share if you don't want to. Don't allow anybody to bully you or make you feel like you have to do something you don't want to do. But then on the other side of it, it's like, I don't know, ever since COVID, I really learned how dirty people are. So I wouldn't want, and kids are the worst. Like, I worked in childcare. I know how quick one child getting sick can ether a whole environment. One kid being sick can make everybody sick. Kids are dirty as hell. They snots, the boogers, the germs, they touching stuff. They touch everything. They put their hands in their mouth. Kids specifically are dirty as hell, right? And you want these random kids. I don't know these kids from anywhere. I know nothing about these children, and they sharing. Hell no, not right now. I don't know. I'm just like, no, y'all could play together, but I need to see what's going. You know what I'm saying? I need to see the children and see their parents and kind of see how they live and see how they move and the cleanliness and all of that.
Background check.
Not a background, but I need to see some. I don't know, man. Germs ain't no joke.
You saw that lady who got canceled last week because she brought her kid to Disney World?
No, what?
Girl, this lady got her whole face on TikTok at Disney World, and she's like, whoever stole my Stanley tumbler, enjoy it because it's infected with my kids' impetigo. I think that's what she said.
What the fuck is that? See what the fuck I'm talking about? Yeah.
It's some contagious as fuck disease. And so the whole internet has been like, why the fuck would you bring your contagious kid to Disney World?
And that's what and that's the shit that I'm talking about. That right?
They didn't call this woman's job. Like, it's blown disgusting. Up. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what people do. This Disney World could have waited. That child, you could have found a babysitter for something could have happened. You didn't have to do that. People are fucking entitled and selfish. I just Oh, speaking of TikTok and mothers, did you see that TikTok where the woman was pretty much given an itemized list of so it was like a play date, and she sent the other parent an itemized list. Your child sat on my couch, is $5. They drank juice, is $3. They did this. They breathed. I'm being sarcastic, but charge it for every little thing, and sent an itemized bill to the mother, and was mad and going on social media talking about something. Am I wrong? And it's like, people are saying it's a skit, but other people are like, I've actually experienced this. And I'm like, what?
So I don't know how, but I am on Mommy Talk. So I have seen several videos, not about what you're saying. This is the first time I've heard about that. But of women who are like, let's normalize sending your kids to their friends' houses with money. Let's normalize that. And I'm like, you know what?
I agree with that.
I've seen enough TikToks of parents complaining about having to take their friends'
Because you don't
Are
know
their
what people
kids'
got.
friends to music parks and restaurants and shit and then not get reimbursed. And shit is too high out here for you to be having somebody else watch your kid and then also paying for them to eat and stuff. So I get it. I don't think I'd be charging a kid to sit on my couch. I think that's trifling as fuck. But sure, let their mama know that you got them a kids meal. Get the $5 back, sure. But charging the kid to use your bathroom or whatever else,
Yeah,
that's wild.
it was petty shit like that. Cause I understand the other stuff. Cause my brain would just say like, you never know what people are dealing with financially. You can't assume just because you can afford something that the next
Mhm.
person can. They may have just enough money for them and their child, or they may be going without to make sure their child has. You really don't know
Mhm.
what's going on in people's houses. So it's nothing, wrong with sending your child with money or finding out how much money they spent and reimbursing the parent. But like, no, it was some pet. Like she sat on my couch, she drank juice, she used the bathroom 3 times. So
Well,
that's $5. Like it was some petty shit.
I mean, if I had a kid, they wouldn't be over at nobody's house. No way.
Damn, why
So
not?
men,
Oh, you sound like my mama. I didn't get to go to no. I had to fight for the right to go to somebody's house. And the funny part is, when I finally was able to comfortably go to someone's house, it was when I was living with my dad. It was a point where I was living with
you
my
ain't heard
pop.
about that man a couple weeks ago who was let off with a warning after he had drugged his 8-year-old daughter's slumber party friends.
Uh
Just so he
huh.
could,
I
yeah,
remember that story. No, I
no,
understand why she won't let me go. I understand why
mhm,
she didn't let me go. But
no
that is
consequences.
stop. No consequences.
No consequences. No jail time. No fine. Nothing.
What state is this?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's
I
giving
don't
Texas.
honestly.
I'm sorry.
I don't put nothing past no state anymore.
You right. I'm like, what
Um,
the hell state is this? That I remember hearing about that, but I didn't know he got away with it. He got away with that.
I saw a video the other day, a true story about a black couple, a woman and her boyfriend and her 2 children, and it was Christmas Day,
Mm-hmm.
and he killed their mother Christmas Eve, propped
What?
her up on the couch
What?
so she could watch the kids open their Christmas presents. And the kids had to sit there and open up Christmas presents while their dead mama was on the couch, and they didn't know that she was dead. He kept saying that she was hungover, that she had just drunk too much. And then eventually they realized, no, their mother is dead on Christmas Day, and they called the cops. And then that man only got, I think, 15 years.
In the fuck did this happen?
Also, that guy who's in the Olympics who was convicted of raping, was either a 12-year-old or a 15-year-old who was allowed to compete.
Was he a swimmer?
I think he's a swimmer. Yeah.
I think I
Yeah.
know.
But meanwhile, people who have been convicted of, I don't know, having drug like marijuana in their system are banned indefinitely from the Olympics. Those people are of course black women, but still.
Oh wow, noted.
I just find it funny. I just think it's also funny how like felons can't get jobs or hold home loans or travel out to a lot of countries, but they can run for president. Next story I have is a good story.
What's up?
Miss Texas and Miss Texas USA were both crowned recently, and both of them are beautiful dark-skinned black women. And it was so nice looking at the clips. One of them, Miss Texas 2024, is Annette Ado Yoba. Yobo. Sorry. I assume she's Nigerian, but I could be wrong. She won for Miss Texas, and she's beautiful. She's got this cute little buzz cut, and I'm just like, when I think about like quote unquote beauty queens that I saw growing up, they all look the same. None of them had short hair and none of them had dark skin. So I love that. And then Miss Texas USA is Ariana Ware, also gorgeous. So I just wanted to, because we're talking about all these fuckboy stories,
Mm-hmm.
and I just wanted to have like a little bright shining moment of black girl magic just for a moment before we talk about I guess we could talk about Cardi B.
And what Cardi B did?
Cardi B, I mean, she just performed at the BET Experience 2 days ago, and she's on stage. And on stage, she's wearing, they look like ski boots. They bedazzled with some black Swarovskis, and she's wearing like this bedazzled jersey. Anyway, reportedly, her production team messed up her set.
Yo, I heard she had to pay. I saw her actually tweet 2 days ago that she had to pay over $100K for either pyro effects or something that they couldn't use. They would have to give me my fucking money back. That's a lot of, like, people like, we don't care about rich people. It's like, that's a lot of fucking money to spend on something for a performance, and they don't do it or they don't do it right. I would have to get my money back. It would be, or they would have to go to court. No way. $100K?
Yeah, because when I look at the video of her performing, it is very underwhelming. She's just standing there, and then there's nothing even on the screen behind her, even really. She's just standing there, and there's just like flashing lights that could just be photography. I don't know. But apparently she went off on her team, whatever. The thing that people were talking about right now is the fact that when she is performing, and I really don't like to assume or guess whether or not a woman is pregnant, but she definitely does look pregnant. She definitely does. So that's what people are wondering on whether or not she's expecting another child with Offset.
If she is, I wish her and her munchkin the best, and I hope that if she is, that it's as peaceful as possible. But she probably will have to disconnect from the internet, because being that famous and that popular and hyper visible and then getting online, you will never find peace.
Somebody said that she was borrowing Ashanti's outfit.
What?
Because Ashanti's, I was trying to hide hers with a big jersey too.
I know, but I'm just like, what?
I wish the same. I wish her, if this is true, I wish her a very healthy and happy pregnancy. I want her to leave that man alone. That's assuming, of course, that is this man. But Cardi strikes me as the kind of woman who is loyal to a fault. If that's
Libra
the right
behavior.
word.
That's Libra behavior.
And because last I heard they was broken up, but I guess I don't know. Let me not assume no more. But that probably also made it even more important that everything else went right with the show, because she is not able, or it looks like she would not be able to dance or, do what she normally does.
These rappers, that's what I'm saying. People trying to shit on these women, these rappers, these singers, these new artists, they sing, they rap, they boom cacking, they doing all types of shit. She one of them.
I mean, Cardi's a lot of things, but a dancer, she's
not like a Victoria Monet dancer. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could tell, like, they dance and like they've been dancing for years, but she puts on a performance. They be dancing. Matter of fact, it's to the point they have some good performances. They pulled up the performance with her and Offset from the BET Awards from 3 years ago. I was like, yeah, this was a good performance. Like, they was doing their thing.
I just saw a new news article from an hour ago.
Uh-oh. Why are you making that face? What happened?
Today, the Supreme Court has ruled that presidents are entitled to full immunity from criminal prosecution for acts committed while they're in the White House.
I knew that was coming.
What the fuck?
Let me go see if anyone knows about that.
From a count of 6 to 3, which I believe, I don't know, did Trump have 2 or 3 Supreme Court justices when he got to appoint some to the court? I don't know. We still got some niggas on the court from Bush, so whatever. But the court's decision puts a delay in former President Donald Trump's criminal case regarding charges that he took during the 2020 election results. While the court maintains that the president is not above the law, he's entitled to broad immunity for official acts. Quote, under our constitutional structure of separated powers, the nature of presidential power entitles a former president to absolute immunity from criminal prosecution for acts within his conclusive and preclusive constitutional authority. And he is entitled to at least presumptive immunity from prosecution.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
All right, I ain't got no other stories. You got anything else you want to talk about?
I don't have much, but what I do have is that apparently Kenya Moore is not coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16. And the quote states that, now we're told Kenya has not been fired. Instead, we are told that both sides have agreed she's just going to take a break from the show. Sources say Bravo is keeping the door open for a future return. We're told that Kenya is considering legal options because she's not happy with how this whole mess unfolded. What do you think about that?
So do you know why?
I heard and I looked it up, but I can't believe it. So I'm gonna ask you
I
for
can tell you. I can tell
confirmation.
you. I
Yeah,
saw
because
clip.
the shit when I looked it up, I said there's no way.
Yeah, the footage, or at least the sound from the scene, leaked onto TikTok. So in it, there's a new cast member,
Mm-hmm.
and Kenya. You know how I don't know if y'all ever seen Real Housewives of Atlanta, but Kenya loves to make a public spectacle and try and embarrass somebody. Like she's gone to people's launch parties and shit with marching bands and to promote her own stuff. Like I'll never forget how she did. Oh girl, but that's what she did. So there was like a party scene or some sort of a scene where all the girls were together, and the new cast member, I guess she don't like her, and she put up a picture of the woman, I guess, giving fellatio or something, giving head.
Wait. She did what?
She revenge porn. She showed revenge porn to the public during a sequence or in a scene. And then the audio that I heard was her basically slut shaming this new cast member. Insane. Like I cannot imagine what could have gone through her brain to do that to someone. I can't.
Kenya, why?
Unless she hit your baby, I can't imagine why she would want to do that to a cast member for ratings. But
So vindictive.
so now that Candy's gone and Kenya's gone and Nene been gone and Sheree is gone.
That's the whole OG cast.
I don't, and Marlo's gone. So I don't know who else is left. Besides Portia coming back. I don't know who else is
Portia coming back, but that's just it, right?
I saw a clip of Sheree coming out of Whole Foods, and TMZ was asking her, first of all, you know damn well Sheree called the Paps. But anyway, she was coming out of Whole Foods. Because why the fuck would TMZ be hanging outside of a Whole Foods in Atlanta? Come on. Anyway. So they had asked her about how she felt about the cast and everybody and stuff like that. And she said something along the lines of how it's really hard for her to see how far the show has fallen and how she would never say no to coming back. Because like basically a check is a check.
Oh,
I'm like, Sheree ain't never added nothing to the franchise, in my opinion.
I just remember She by Sheree. Did she ever? Oh yeah, she did finally. Yeah, the $300.
Yeah, but that was like what 8-9 years ago. She ain't done shit since. That was in it. Like her last season on that show, she didn't. She added nothing.
Damn.
Nothing.
Oh, girl, give us nothing.
All she did was bring back she and she over here said this about you. Like that's all she did the whole season.
So gossip being messy. Okay.
And I'm someone who liked Kenya for the most part, and I'm so disappointed and can't fuck with her.
Yeah, Kenya was cool in my book. I don't know why she would do that. So I can't believe it. Somebody told me that, and I was like, "There's no way." And he was like, "Yeah, she did this, and this. She put somebody revenge porn up." And I'm like, "Kenya Moore did that?"
I wonder how much they get paid per episode.
Per episode, somebody probably was transparent about it at some point. With these reality shows, you never really know. It can be anywhere. It can be anywhere from bullshit to great shit. You could get $500 an episode to $500K, $50K an episode. Like it really just depends on the person and what they bring to the particular network.
What I will say is, there's not a doubt in my mind that Nene got paid a shitload of money. There's not a doubt in my mind that Candy probably got a shitload of money as well to be on this show. I don't know. I'm gonna watch it because I love Portia, but I'm not gonna be happy about it.
Yeah, you gonna watch it and not be girl.
I mean, I have Peacock is the so here's the thing. I have Peacock. Peacock is the only streaming service I still have, and it's only because, and this is real trifling. It's only because whenever I signed up for Peacock, I had signed up for it on my corporate phone.
Mm-hmm.
I left that job 2 years ago, and they still billing whatever corporate card that is. So I still have Peacock.
Girl, what if the people hear this?
I mean, if they want to sue me for that $60 a year, it is what it is. But anyway, we got anything else?
Let me take a gander.
I'm still, my mind is still reeling over what I just read. Something else that happened at the BET Awards was when Taraji had called Kamala Harris.
Sometimes you got to pop out and show people. Oh, we got Kamala Harris quoting freaking Kendrick Lamar. That's not something I expected to have ever happen.
I think that's actually when she was talking about Project 2025, and Amanda Seals, because I can always count on her to give us the real tea. She was basically saying how these people waited months before the election to address this because they're using it as a tool of politics, not a problem that they plan to fix. There has not been one anti-Project 2025 rally, forum, or town hall put on by an elected official, and voting rights activists have been beating down their doors to speak on this. This is not action, it's pandering. And I'm like, 100%.
That's why they don't like her, because they never like the person that's gonna take niggas to task. Yeah.
They can never make me hate Amanda Seals.
I can always trust her to give a different perspective or give a truthful perspective on something. Yeah. So I just want to say shout outs to Angel Reese. So apparently for BET, she got Sportswoman of the Year, and ESPN reported on social media that she has 10 consecutive double-doubles. I had to go look this shit up. And pretty much a double-double.
Mira.
I'm gonna have to read it, because like when I read it, I understood what it was. I was like, damn, I tried to explain it, but I'm like, okay, I get it.
I barely understand the basic rules of basketball. So
yeah, so I'm like, damn,
so when you throw from this line is 2 points, but when you throw from this line is 3 points.
3-point line,
and then at some point somebody gets to do a free throw or something for some reason. I'm not sure why. And you can't double dribble
that shit.
Or the ball can't go out. I don't know.
I used to play 2K. That shit is a blur to me. So I'm gonna read it out. A double-double is a basketball statistic that occurs when a player reaches double digits in 2 out of 5 categories in a single game: points, rebounds, assists, steals, and block shots. And that's fire to do, because like say she gets like 20 points and like 10 rebounds or some shit like that, or 20 points and 10 assists, or double digits is dope. So shout outs to her, because she really had me look this shit. I'm like, yo, I never even cared to look up what a double-double is. I'm like, that's what that is? That is hard to get.
They can never make me hate
that I've seen over the years. I'm like, that is not easy to get. So shout outs to her.
Yes, I'm rooting for her so much. I want her to succeed and be so successful and rich and have all the dick and pussy that she wants. She probably just only wants dick, actually. But we can't all be perfect. So I guess that does it this week for the topics. I can't think of anything else that happened this week that we're talking about.
I just came to a realization, and it kind of made me a little sad. So, you know how I've been talking about how I've been playing Sims 2 or whatever. So this week's revolution from the game, or what I came to the conclusion, I didn't realize. So I have a lesbian couple I'm playing in Sims 2, right? And I didn't realize, like, they're supposed to get married, and I have them set up to get married. And it doesn't say get married when you click on the wedding arches. It says join union. And I was like, yeah, I remember that when I was younger, because I used to play it when I was 10. I was like, I remember playing this. And I'm like, wait a minute. We was able to have gay marriage in The Sims before we was able to have people were able to get married in real life. And I'm like, yeah, because the game is 20 fucking years old. And then I had to sit and like look up when it was legalized. And I'm like, this is really fucking recent. Like 2015, 2011. And I'm looking at the dates and the years, state level, on a government level. And I'm like, this is really fucking recent. I'm like, these people like, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like folks who are fighting against it should be ashamed of themselves, because I'm like, this is really recent. 2015?
I foresee a future in which gay marriage is no longer federally allowed in this country.
And it's like, why is that shit even I want to get to a point where that's not even a conversation anymore. Like, if you love somebody, you should be able to, like, I don't get it. You love who you like.
I mean,
Barry, who the fuck
these people, they do not care. They only care about whatever ridiculous
trying to push people to
moral. Yeah, they don't, like, just like abortion. They don't give a fuck about these kids after they're born. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about their mothers. Like, I was reading about how the infant mortality rate. the infant mortality rate in Texas before and after they did this whole anti-abortion legislation has damn near tripled since this has become a law. They don't care. A lot more infants and mothers are dying. They don't give a fuck. They just don't want you to have the choice. If you're gonna die, they want it to be because
you're pregnant or having a baby. See, for me, I don't fuck with pro-lifers because I feel like pro-lifers are the people who will judge you for having an abortion, but also judge you and gossip about you if you take that baby to term and you can't afford to have it and you can't afford. Those are the same people that will gossip about you and talk down on you if you bring a baby to term that you cannot afford to care for. That's why
they'll demonize you as well if you're a single parent.
They will demonize you for being a single parent. They will demonize you for not being able to take care of your child. They'll demonize you for not adhering to a certain family structure, but then also demonize you because you chose to opt out of that. So I don't fuck with it. I feel like people should mind their damn business. And people, in that conversation, people pull up extreme cases, but I don't think you should have to pull up an extreme case as to why somebody just chooses to not have a child. I don't think that's anybody's business. And I don't think we have to hear all these extreme stories about little kids getting molested and like these very, very extreme and triggering stories for people to understand that shit is just not their business.
I keep thinking about that little girl who was playing in her backyard at 12 years old when a man came and assaulted her. She was forced to give birth to that child. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm incredibly sad. I'm someone who, and I feel like you're this way as well. There are some people who can hear a news story and they'll feel sad for a moment and then they'll keep scrolling and they won't think about it anymore until maybe somebody else brings it up. Mm-hmm. I sit with this shit. When I hear about the things that are going on, I can't put it down. It just affects me. Like I'm terrified. When I look back at my life, you know, they always say like, you don't want to live your life and have regrets and like how you don't want to be on your deathbed and been like, I should have done this. I should have done that. Mm-hmm. Me having kids will never be one of them. I will never, ever regret the fact that I chose not to have children. Because why would I subject them to this? Why? I don't get it. I don't get it. People are getting, this country is getting more and more divided, more evil, more self-serving. And that's a lot to say because this country has always been divided and immoral and self-serving.
I agree.
And I need to move. I was telling you before we started filming how like I need to sell my house and move. And it's like, even if I did that, and like, let's say I got an apartment and signed a 1-year lease, I don't know if I'm going to want to be in this state in a year. I don't know if I'm going to want to be in this country in a year. I'm just kind of stuck. And it's like, and the worst part of all of this is that if Biden is elected for a second term, mm-hmm. I'm not sure if things would even stay the same and not even get worse. And more importantly, I haven't heard anybody talk about the fact that if Biden is elected and they do whatever January 6th shit that they do, what is to stop this fool from running again in 2028?
It's like they're changing rules in real time, changing laws in real time to keep certain people in positions of power and to keep the country going in the direction that it is. And that's the most concerning part.
I could see them Supreme Court coming out with one that eliminates term limits for presidents. So that way Trump could just be president forever.
I hope that never happens.
But can you see it happening?
I 100% could.
All right. Well, I feel like we cannot end this podcast on that sad ass note. We gotta, we gotta, you know, any jokes, any funny stories, any gossip.
I ain't got no funny stories.
Okay, you know what? If I'm going to choose between being pretty and petty this week, I'm going to be petty. So I told you how I went to go see Inside Out, right?
Yeah.
Opening fucking night, okay? 7 p.m. showing. Why the fuck are people bringing they fucking kids 8 and under to go see A Quiet Place opening night? A movie that is silent the entire fucking time. Kids, you know what's not silent?
Kids.
I was so Mirror.
You just gave me flashbacks to getting busted in the head on a plane by a baby.
to my left and to my right in my row, there were small children in my row. And I could not understand for the life of me why the fuck.
Not why the fuck.
The dude next to me who was with his daughter, who looked to be about 6 years old. Because I mean, this movie is not appropriate for anybody under the age of like 10. It's not scary, but it definitely is not appropriate. And so halfway through the movie, they ended up leaving because I guess the little girl finally said, "Daddy, what the fuck is wrong with you?" Oh, but this is what I want to talk about, Mary. And I was actually gonna make a TikTok about this in front of me. Okay, so I was in. Okay, so you know how theaters, they go up, and then so you have the floor seats, and then you have the ones that are stadium, right? Mm-hmm. I was in the first row of the stadium seats. In front of me was the last row of the floor seats, right? Yeah. So halfway through the movie, I see a man just appear in those seats. So I assumed that this man was sneaking in to see this movie. Ooh. Which is, whatever. That ain't my fucking business. I don't give a fuck. So he's sitting in this chair. After about 15 minutes, I start hearing like the kids to the left of me screaming, making noise, playing with toys, all this shit. Yo, about 30 minutes left of the movie, this man gets up, walks over to the kids, takes the toy from one of the kids, and goes to sit down.
That was his kids?
That was his kids. He made his wife sit with all 4 of their small fucking children while he got to sit rows away and enjoy the fucking movie.
Wow. I cannot believe
that shit. And so I was like, is this what marriage is? Because when married women are like talking about how they're a single wife or a single mom who's married. And I'm just like, is this really what they doing?
That's what that is. Yeah. You're married, but you're parenting alone. So you might as well be single. It's no different from being alone. I had a friend who, had a back and forth with one of their partners because it was like my father was there, but he took no part in raising us. So it's almost like my mother was a single mom. My father took no part in the development and raising of his children. They just go to work if they do that, because everybody don't work, and the mother do everything. They play background character to their own children.
I sat there after the credits started rolling just to make sure, right? Mm-hmm. And sure enough, they all walked up to their raggedy ass daddy at the end of the movie.
Not their raggedy ass daddy.
I just felt so bad for this mama because I was like, you couldn't have taken one of these fucking crotch goblins to watch while you watching this movie.
Mm-hmm. Something, right? No.
But anyway, I guess that's everything.
That's everything. I mean, I got some things I want to talk about, but I'm gonna have to watch them and go through them first. But yeah, let me think. Is it pretty or petty? I'm not really feeling petty. Should I be the uplift? I'm probably gonna do the uplifting thing, the positivity thing. So yeah, this is gonna be pretty and uplifting this week. If you are feeling down, you're going through changes, you're struggling with some things, just know that the light is at the end of the tunnel and remain consistent. I probably said this already, but that's something I struggle with really, really fucking bad. It's consistency. So if you're going through changes, stick to what you stick to, remain consistent, strategize, and you'll be fine. Because yeah, consistency is beating my ass.
Something's wrong with me. Because as soon as you said light at the end of the tunnel coming, I don't want to say it. I'll tell you after we're done.
That's so freaky.
It's too gruesome. No, it's not freaky. It's gruesome.
Oh no.
But anyway, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Please send us an email if you would like, if you need advice. Feedback, but also really advice. I want to know, do y'all have any ratchet problems? Like, are you cheating on your boyfriend with his cousin?
Oh my God.
Like, is there a coworker that is this close to getting fucked up? Like, these are the things I want to hear. I guess that'll do it. We will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye, y'all.